because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Manning. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's locked. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On first down, Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Danico Autry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Manning. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Manning now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danico Autry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Manning. And he's going to go down again. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Basham. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And the Colts coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
12.
On first down, Love looking deep for Hilton. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to get to himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Manning now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive with Hines. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. try to run the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And me burnt.
That's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now it's locked. He's got his man on the crossing route. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, you're just going to tee off with the pass rush.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Hines on a toss play. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. T.Y. Hilton. Nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 81 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now Manning throwing on second down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Manning going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Luck on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Manning. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on the first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Colts, it's a...
Yeah, I know. Oh, they finally married? They finally got married? Right, huh? That would have been a bigger bind. Alright. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Hello. Who said that? Who said that? Like I said, the people I try to keep out of my life, and you still kept trying to put them in my life. Negative people will always be
Real
negative.
bow. Real street talkers, they don't even have no cheese.
I didn't know you didn't do cheese or lettuce.
You can add that part. Listen. You can add cheese, but the good ones be just meat and onion.
You get everything that you want, okay? You get chips. Who doesn't like chips, okay? There's chips on this dish.
Who doesn't like chips?
Who doesn't like chips?
Everybody likes
and then on top of that, you get your vegetables as well. You got your salsa.
Okay, stop.
Pico de
You don't need to
gallo.
sell nachos like this. We all love it. Salsa isn't a vegetable, it's a fruit.
What?
Tomatoes are fruit.
Yeah.
You know there's onions in it too, right?
But if there's fruit,
nobody's really considering salsa a vegetable.
It's fruit and veggies.
Okay.